G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. This video is a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a reaction video to a reaction of my medieval dynasty village. So friends of my channel, Spray and Pray, they've got a series running at the moment where they're getting game files of people who play this game, send in your village and then they can do a reaction to it. Urs has been making videos on medieval dynasty for pretty much since the beginning of the game. Okay, so if you like this game, you want some tips and tricks, go on to Spray and Pray. He's got lots and lots of videos. He really breaks down all the statistics and all the monetary and all the percentages and stuff to do with farm animals and what you get when you produce this and how much and how long it takes. Really informative stuff on his channel. So yeah, let's get stuck into it. Like I said, I'll leave a link to their channel in the description of this one. If you like their stuff, go have a look at all their videos and like and subscribe, just like you would with me. So let's have a quick look and see what they say about my village.
We are currently reviewing Ronnie's settlement. He is a friend of our channel and from the Philippines. The settlement has 64 buildings, 35 workers and a population of 76. The save game is from year 14. On the map you can see where the settlement was built.
I love that there's like just fields as far as I can go.
Yeah.
It's really nice aesthetic.
That's true. That's true. Ronnie's really a farmer here.
You know, I'm imagining like the scene from Gladiator where he just walks around the fields and just like goes through the hands.
Yeah.
It's like
we have to repair here a bit.
You're repairing his
Yeah.
house.
He's using a lot of flax because with flax you can make a lot of money.
I see.
The reason. Yeah.
He's very money oriented.
Yeah, that's a typical Ronnie. Oh!
Donkey.
So yeah guys, if you play this game, flax is definitely the way to make money. So I start off on day one. I've already got some flax down. You can find flax pretty early in the game just lying on the side of the road, but I spend the first season of the game setting up a flax field. I do all the work because you don't have any workers. You've got to survive for a year by yourself anyway. But by the end of that first year, I've already got income, so I can, get 3,000-4,000 coins in the first year, just before you even start getting someone else. And then I really just expand out the flax fields. That's pretty much as far as I can go at the moment with the amount of workers that I have. I've got a really big flax field which I have to split into two because I can't finish it every season I get to it. You need one person that's got to start on day one and straight away in the morning, and they've got to work all the way through the whole 3 days, and they just can't get it done for some reason. Even just like finishing the one field, one person takes 3 days. So I'm going to split that up into 3 farms so that they've got more of a chance of finishing it, because I don't like doing anything. But yeah, if you get the flax fields going early, you get the flax seed, then you set up your sewing hut, you get the linen thread, then you can change that into linen fabric, and that's the easiest way to make money instead of crafting and all that sort of stuff.
Donkeys! Okay, Ronnie has also some donkeys.
Oh,
yeah.
so they can run around freely?
It looks like, yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, the geese! And baby geese.
Baby geese, yeah.
Oh, the pigs, everything is just roaming around. I love this.
Yeah, it's not like
A+, Ronnie.
Already.
The animals are free to roam around.
Already rated.
As long as it's not X-rated.
In my environment, everything is closed. But usually every animal would run away.
I'm sorry, I haven't played this game much, so I'm pretty much excited by everything that's small and tiny and adorable.
Alright, Vera. So there are also sheep.
It's just neatly enough in a line. Aww.
Yeah, but you can see here.
Yes? You're destroying their house.
Now we need to repair.
Oh, okay. Oh, Ronnie, you haven't been taking care of your sheep.
The hammer is gone. And here he has some horses.
If you go down to the storage, there's about 50 copper hammers. You could grab one.
So many animals. It's
Holy
crazy.
crap.
Yeah, there's another row of horse stalls there.
Whoa, he has a huge horse production.
This is like my dream, just like going to a farm, just seeing.
So just a bit of an update on that. So the idea was to see how much money that we could make out of producing foals. So the initial cost was a lot. It cost me like 60,000 coins to set up. The idea was as soon as I have a foal and I have a male and a female, I'll put them together and then they can start breeding, so they multiply. So I did that about 5 years ago and I still haven't got one foal for some reason. I have my best workers on it all the time for the whole 5 years. So it's just a chance thing, I think. So I'm just going to hang on for 1 more year because I might actually get 3 or 4 in that 1 year because I've had nothing. But in the same time, I've made more money out of selling piglets, selling lambs and selling calves. So it was an experiment to see what would happen and it hasn't worked out. So I think in the near future I'm going to knock down all those horse stables and build something else. But yeah, anyway, I'll do a video on that one day.
All the animals just mingle and just be themselves, just run around being happy.
It looks like he has many animals. What's here? More cows.
More animals.
More animals. And here are bees.
Bees! Where are the flowers for the bees?
Everywhere, because we are here in the forest and so on.
Well, fine. Fair point.
It's not like today where you have a flower field, you place some mobile bees
Yeah,
in
yeah.
some...
Oh gosh, yeah.
Okay, here it looks like it's a simple house. What I see here is it is built with sticks.
Yes. You prefer stone houses, don't you?
Yeah, you see here the wood demand, and you can shrink this wood demand if you change. Do I have a hammer here? No, I have no hammer.
You broke the hammer.
Yeah, I broke the hammer. Sorry, I have to craft one first. Okay, this is only one house, but I see already more houses. And here we can
That's
see...
a stone house.
Exactly. Maybe he started later in the game with stone houses, but here we see the house is partially destroyed. So if we go to repair, then we see, okay, this house needs some maintenance. And I would, instead of maintain this one here, I would probably say, okay, let's destroy it. And then you can say, instead of wattle, wall.
Wattle. That is wattle. Wattle and daub. Yeah, well, I agree with him, but these are temporary houses. These are just temporary workhouses. I'm actually building like proper houses all the way down the lake so that they'll all have their own bigger house. Like I said, I'm not going to upgrade these things because eventually they're all going to be gone anyway. I just do it just before winter so that they don't all freeze to death.
You can choose a stone wall, and then we can directly fill it with stones.
Then you
And
need a lot of stones.
that's right. You should not grow all the time. You should also improve your village so it is
Have you
more
heard that, Ronnie?
efficient.
You should improve your village.
It's not exactly too runny, but
Don't you have like a demand for stones then for the upkeep?
a stone wall will also be destroyed, but it needs years. So it makes sense in the long run to upgrade it to a stone wall. For me, it's not the demand which you can reduce. That's also a good point, but the main reason is you don't have to repair it all the time. So there are a lot of wood houses, or stick houses, and this stick house is improved or sealed, so to say. That's pretty good, probably by clay.
Okay, so that's daub. Okay, not clay. You get the clay and then you change it into daub. But remember, Urs is speaking in his second or third language. So wattle and daub houses, you can also limestone that, if bit of like a lime wash over the top of it. But again, that one's coming down. That was my first house, that's where I started. So all of these houses will eventually be gone, and this will become like the tavern area and like the main area of the village.
But I still would improve all houses with stones. That's
So here you have a little bit less upkeep than with the normal wattle house, but
yeah,
still more than with a stone house.
exactly.
It looks cool. What's this one behind you?
That's a stone house, but also sealed.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you have some additional windows, I see. Is this a job that only you can do, or can you tell some villagers who upgrade this themselves?
Yeah, in theory, you can build this service building called Builder's Hut to repair it, but you need a lot of points. You can gain the points when you build something.
Yes.
So also if you change the different walls from a wooden wall to a stone wall,
That's
you will
also-
gain.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I would recommend that.
So yeah, Urs is right here. So it takes a long time to unlock some of the later game grinds. I don't like grinding. I try to just manage the village as much as possible. My biggest thing is flax. I just make sure that flax crop goes in and then it gets collected. Apart from everything else, I only fix everything on at the start of winter. Like I said, so that villages don't die. I wish they would bring in something like that into the game, whether they get sick and maybe die. You could need a doctor. You know, maybe the herbalist could be used a lot better than what it is. I've had that herbalist up there since the second year and I've never used it. There's no point. So that would be good. You know, the kids could get sick, and eventually, like if you watch one of Urs latest videos, he's made his own graveyard. A graveyard in the game would be fantastic. In all the 5 seasons that I've played, I've never seen anyone die yet, which is not realistic. You know, I've had people up to 60 years old and they're still ploughing fields, going strong, whereas, you know, back in this time 40 would have been very old. So yeah, maybe if the devs could do something like that, you know, make attrition in the game, like for the people, that would be fantastic. Give us a hospital or give us some sort of a doctor's hut, and then we could use the herbalist to make something, and then they have to go to the doctor. Also with the kids, I think it's time. I know that it's not politically correct to have kids working, but the kids should be able to work in the store. You know, once they turn 14 or something. I started work when I was 14, for Christ's sake, and that was only 30, 40 years ago. So, you know, back 500 years ago, they can't get water. You know, should be able to have the kids on the water, even if it's a slow trickle, just so that the kids are wandering around doing stuff, picking mushrooms, picking sticks, that sort of stuff. You know, that'd be a lot better for the game.
So get to work, Ronnie. Just what I say.
It's in a good way. So I have to say the settlement looks pretty good. Also here, different trees, pear
And plums.
and plums, exactly.
It looks lovely.
And
The market stall.
this lady here is selling the stuff. So we can check it out here. He said some apples, pear, and you can see here how many he has already. It's summertime, so maybe these are from the last
Season? Last year?
yeah, exactly. He sells.
They're still
also
good.
eggs. Maybe you can see he has 198, but he sells only 7 per day, and usually you have 3 days per season. So he has enough for his own settlement, but
How much,
also to sell.
how much does the settlement consume? So he has 76 people. How much do they eat a day?
They need 1,366 units per day.
So is one apple 1 unit?
Not directly. It could be 4 or something like that.
For you.
So this is where Er's videos get good, because Er's actually goes into the real specifics of every type of food and the demand and the usage. So if you go look at his videos, you can see exactly how much. So I've got, again, I start planting orchards very early in the game, within the first year, because I know that it takes 2 years before they start producing. I don't have a brewery at the moment because I haven't unlocked it. So I've got so many orchards, and the fruit just sits in the cupboard. So I sell it, and then most of it turns into rot, and then I turn it back into fertilizer. But as soon as I'm set up now, I've got a large orchard system. So as soon as I unlock the brewery, I'm going to start producing wine. You make lots of money out of wine. And then I'll set up a couple of stalls and just sell, wine or beer. I haven't gone that hard on hops this time. I wouldn't. The mead is good if you've got just keep producing your honey. But yeah, wine's the way to go. And then that's what I'm setting up for. So I'll have my tavern and I'll have my brewery or my winery in one particular area, and that would just be producing all the time because I've got so many different types of fruit. That's the plan. My idea of playing this game is that I don't have to leave the village. That's the whole point of it. I've been all around the map so many times. I do go and sell occasionally, only if I have to go do a mission, and I don't do missions very often. I generally just do the ones that are in my village. And like I said, I just like pottering around my village and having a look at how things are. But yeah, if you really want to get into the nitty-gritty of this game and work out exactly how much food you need and exactly how much water and all that sort of stuff, you can do that. But every time I try to do it, it's so confusing. And then there's a new update and they nerf something and it changes everything again.
Yeah, but here is no person. So he sells probably also stuff here, leather, feathers,
grains and seeds.
Yeah, if you want to make money, it is much more worth it to sell feathers. So you focus your goose house for feathers instead of eggs. He tries to sell eggs, but I would not do that. I would reduce everything with the eggs.
I'm only selling eggs because I'm not using it for the bakery. I'm producing some bread. I take some of the eggs, the rest I just sell. No, I disagree. There's no money in feathers, mate. There's more money in flax. I've just got so many feathers, I just try to get rid of them. I'm not making any arrows. You don't have to make any arrows anymore in this game because you just find them. You go attack a bandit camp and you'll pick up 4 or 5 of them. Or I just go buy them. I just buy them now. Until I get I've just set up my mine, so I'm only actually starting to get my iron coming in, but I still haven't got the technology to start making iron tools. So I'm just building up a supply of iron so that once I unlock that, I can just start making all those sorts of things. But because I make so much money out of flax, I just go to whatever the Lesnica or whatever, and I buy all the equipment. I buy everything in steel for the farmers, the hoes and the sickles and the size. And in my previous games I would manufacture all that, but what's the point? I can take 5,000 flax seeds, buy everything, and then get all the money back off them.
If you do it for your food consumption, for your valley, then it makes sense to make eggs, okay? If you want to make money, then it's more efficient to sell feathers. If you go to the goose house, then we see no worker. Yes, no worker. So Rani, you need a worker here. Maybe this worker gets pregnant, because I see in your management here the population is very high and the worker level is low.
I mean, in the population there's also kids.
Yeah, exactly.
And the kids stalking the trees.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a zombie.
Gustava.
Sava, you're kind of weird. Not gonna lie.
It's funny. So in my valley, it's the other way around. So I have a single house here with one worker. I never put
People
two
together.
Yeah, I never.
You never put two and two together.
Exactly. So I don't want children. I want them to work.
Yeah. You're such a cat.
I think this is our home.
So you can do that, like I said, you can just separate them so you don't have any children. But I figure, well, if I start getting children in 18 years' time, I start getting through workers. So I'm in the year 14 at the moment, so my son's 13 or 12, something like that. So in the next couple of years, and then I've got babies, 2-3 babies every year after that. So every year I'll get 3 extra workers. So yeah, I've got a low workers at the moment, and all of them are on farming because I need 15, 16 workers to finish all the flax. So I drag all my workers off everything else for the spring and the summer, and then during autumn and winter they go back on and produce everything that I need for the rest of the year. But yeah, so there's 2 ways of doing it. I've done it twice, the 2 different ways. The first time I separated them. Yeah, you move up in the technology quicker, but I figure, well, if I've got 20 houses, I'm going to end up with 80 workers eventually after the 18 years, and they keep producing babies. So for the next, 18 years, I'll slowly be getting extra workers that I can use in maybe 5 years' time. I won't have anything for them to do. That's what the plan is, and that's where I'm heading.
So just that you know.
So it's like the nicest house in town. Makes sense.
Exactly. Probably this is our son. It could be
Baldwin.
Baldwin.
He doesn't look very bald.
So let's check it out.
Yeah,
Baldwin and
Tibalda.
Tibalda. Okay, the cooks.
Tibalda. She's having an affair. She's cooking with someone else.
No, I had him castrated, Vera. That's the only reason why he's in there.
Let's check it out how she looks like.
Let me take a closer look at you. What the hell?
No, this is just a management. It's not. You can check her out. So she's a very good cook.
So she has a 50% mood. No, 63. So out of 100?
Yeah.
I mean...
But it could be also minus 100.
You could take a little bit better care of her.
A fish.
She's extremely high maintenance. She used to be Miss Poland, and every time I go shopping I buy her necklaces and perfumes and I give it to her, and it does nothing to her mood. So.
Fishing hut.
Oh god.
But it looks like there is also no worker here.
You need more people.
Yeah.
As families.
I think Ronnie has many buildings which he pays taxes to improve that. I would, certainly feed all houses with someone. So maybe start with smaller houses where you put in just one person. Each building is. But the tree is a little bit in the way. So
that's true.
So Ronnie, you have to care about here. Let's destroy this.
Specifically, let it fall on a child.
Oh no, everything is safe. Child.
Sure. Oh god, we're horrible people.
So that's it. All right. Oh, there are more.
I don't know about you guys, but I really like the mill. I think it adds to the village. I'm even thinking about making another one. Again, I've got one person in there most of the year. They make so much flour. I'm not baking. Like I said, my wife, she's a really good cook. She basically makes everything for the whole village, just one worker. So I haven't really got into a baking situation, but I want to. I'm going to set up, like you'll see in a little bit later, there's a wood camp. I like to set up like a baking area just for people to make bread. So bread's always good in the game, and also like a bread and then maybe a cheese. So that's why I'm pumping in the cattle. So when I get rid of the horses, I'm going to set up a couple more cow stalls, and then I'll have enough milk and enough, what's the stuff called? Quark. Enough quark from the sour milk, and then I can start a cheese production, because cheese is super expensive to sell in this game.
Or, whoa,
Children.
maybe if they walk here inside, then they... Woo.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, these are the workers here, the farmers. Yeah, the barn is placed here in the middle. It's the barn 2, that's great that you built already the barn 2. Because also the same thing, if the barn or another production building has a higher level, then it won't be destroyed so fast, and you don't have to repair it or maintain it all the time. So Vera, what do you think about the aesthetic?
I really love the fields, I have to say. The fields and the free roaming animals is what it does it for me. The village itself, like with all the houses, as you have said, that I mean, maybe it would be good to upgrade it so just you have less work to do for yourself. I love that you have a windmill.
There is also something. Maybe we can
Yeah,
go there.
maybe we haven't seen everything.
Yeah.
I was thinking that it's a really huge place. But I love that you have like so many families and stuff. There's a lot of things going on around here.
Right.
So many people walking around, working. Like that's also pretty cool.
It's a little bit more away from the rest.
So here's like wood center.
Exactly, and also a resource storage where they can place it, and they can sit here.
That's nice. That's
Yeah, it's
I like this area because it's like it's specific to a task. You know, it's like here the people live and here they work and they have like a place where they can put it and they have a place to rest and stuff. And they're not too far away from the village.
right.
So again, you know, I don't like doing too much in the game. I just like pottering around the village. So you'll see those houses, they don't have any limestone on them, because I'm not going to go mine them. I'm not going to spend all my time just to cover a house. So I've got miners. Whatever they bring in, I use. Whatever they don't bring in, whenever they bring it in, I go put it on the house. So I've got about 7 or 8 bigger houses now, but eventually all those small houses will be replaced with the big ones. Yeah, I like this too. I like putting different areas. I got this idea off hers actually, because she separates all the different production buildings. So I'm going to end up doing that. I'm moving all the animals over the little stream. I don't think they go over there. There's another 3 or 4 houses that I've just built over there that is not in this video. But yeah, I'm going to build like an enclosed animal with my cows, my chickens, the bees and the pigsties, and then I'll build 3 or 4 houses. I'll then put all the animal husbandry people into that one compound sort of thing, and that's where they will live.
I also like that the complete settlement looks realistic.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, it's not like the American model where you have like straight like roads and stuff.
Las
but
Vegas.
It's a bit. I have a feeling that it's grown organically. Although I must say that for me personally, that the houses here are very close together. So like if I did a village, I would probably spread them out more and put more. I don't know, if I just went for aesthetics, I would put more fields in between the houses and just like little gardens and stuff, but I don't know if that's like realistic or anything.
So that initial village is just the first part. Eventually everything's going to go down towards the stream. That's where the main part of the village will be. This is my house, okay, and then I've just got like that cooking area where they all come at night time. So that's all it is at the moment, but all of this, the other side that we just saw, all those houses are going to go, and all of that will end up being the tavern and the winery, and then like a open area for the villagers.
Oh, but also like his own area is pretty cool, like where he has like this huge fruit tree orchard, and like this place where he can sit with his family and like also invite other people directly next to the lake.
Oh, this looks pretty. It looks cool that it's next to the water.
Yeah.
This one here is a street from the game, so it connects Gostovia with Danica and the other settlements. He placed at the beginning probably his settlement next to this road and next to the river, because you need also water and so on.
Makes sense. Yeah.
I think this one is also a second road from the game itself, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, to like build your village around strategically built points, like that's a really good idea.
And also the market stalls are placed next to the road.
Yeah, that
where
makes sense.
Really people will
come
cross.
through,
So just on the market stalls, I generally make about 1,000 coin per season. Okay, so not doing anything, I just let them sell it all. If I want to, I can take out the flax. Hers hasn't gone into my supply. I've got about 5,000 flax seeds at the moment, and I've already got, there's another, I think you saw in my inventory, there's 60,000 coins there. There's another 20,000 just sitting in the storage, because I just let them sell, and that builds up, and you know, I don't even touch it anymore. I think if you go into my house, I think there's another 50,000 in the little box there. So that's all I'm really concentrating on, just making money, making sure that everything runs properly. And like I said, once these kids start growing up, I can just leave them. I don't have to be moving around farmers and all that sort of stuff. I'll have one farming hut which is just full of people. I don't care in winter if they've got nothing to do, they can sit in there and sweep all day. I don't care. But once I get everything set up, you know, the workers, they're already growing up right now, and I don't have to go get them.
Do you know how many hours he put into this?
I think he put in 14 years.
So like 3 days per season, years?
Exactly.
Yeah. But still, you get the feeling that you put a lot of work into this. So
exactly.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's so nice of you that you've shared this with us, so that we could have a stroll around your village here and see what other people make. Normally we only see what Urs is making.
I think the main goal here is to see also other possibilities. Sometimes
exactly.
You build something in a game, like Minecraft or whatever, and then you think, that's it, and then you see something differently, and then you think,
a whole other
this is also possible. Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
And,
this is why you want to do this as well. Yeah, really nice to go through your village, only. Thank you. We would love.
Alright guys, so yeah, thanks for looking at it. I'm looking forward to all the other ones that you've got down the pipeline. Like you just said, it's always good to look at someone else's villages. I've seen some really cool ones. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, everyone, please like and subscribe to Spray and Pray. They do some really good stuff on their channel. They play lots of different games. They're a gaming channel. So yeah, anyway guys, you have a good time, and I'll catch you all later.
I love to see more villages, I have to say, because this gives you know, so much more insight into what is possible and what people thought of and what they wanted, what they were doing with this game.